Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Folks, we got a bombshell. But before we even get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So this was a particular show that was sent to me by one of our viewers on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and if you're not, and follow the channel on Instagram as well. Same name as the channel, DREAMERSPRO. And I want to give a shout out to Herschel Dayan, because he sent me this news. Okay. Apparently, what he did was he saw an episode of Ric Bucher's On the Ball with Ric Bucher's podcast, and he told me to check this out. Because he said Ric Bucher's talking about LeBron's usage of PEDs. And I'm like, what? Ric Bucher of FS1? That's impossible. Why did I say that it's impossible? The reason I said it's impossible is because you and I are the next guy on the internet can talk about that. But people that work for companies like Fox, ESPN, and others, they're never going to touch that. Right? The last time anything like this happened wasn't one of those big guys. It was the Dan Le Batard show when he got into this back and forth with the mean, and they, how could you bring this up? And he's like, I'm just asking, like, wow, what are you trying? You're legitimizing it. So they got into their big back and forth over that, right? As I said, he was essentially saying, we don't do this here. Like, get with the program. So when he said that Ric Bucher touched on this, I was surprised because Ric Bucher's on Fox and all that. So I'm like, that happened? So I clicked on the podcast. It's about a 35-minute episode. You guys can go check it out. It's called Triple Shot, Pop's Farewell, Giannis's Identity, Luka's Motivation. So I click on it to hear the part about him talking about it. And I eventually got to that section. And folks, let me tell y'all, not only did Ric Bucher allude to it, he said that NBA players and media members secretly believe that LeBron has been doing this. But before we get into what Ric Bucher had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we're going to play exactly what Ric Bucher had to say here about it. And then we're going to come back and react to it. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
He can be disciplined in developing his skills and his shooting and all of that. But his out may be, but I want to eat and drink what I want. If he cared enough about what he ate and drank to treat his body like a temple, I would think he would have been doing it a long time ago. Because he's already felt the repercussions of not doing so. And if he looked at LeBron and thought, man, he holds the secret, he could have pursued that a long time ago. He didn't need to be a teammate to have that realization if he was going to have it. It's one of the more annoying aspects, I'd say, of the idolatry of LeBron, that he is credited by some as being this sensei that has the answer to all things basketball and that everybody is going to him for the answers. Now, we know for a fact that guys did that with Kobe. I don't know of anybody who has said, yes, I sought out LeBron to find out his secrets. I certainly, look, I appreciate LeBron for what he's done. I just don't make the assumption that everyone wants to be him. And there's also the nagging question about exactly how he's maintained such extraordinary fitness at such a ripe age. Now, whether there's any basis for the speculation, and I think you all know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to voice it because I don't have the means of backing it up. But we all know what the speculation is out there. And I can assure you there's plenty of it privately by players and personnel in the league. Like, I've always thought, maybe it could be. And I've had players and coaches say things to me like they take it for granted. They assume it's true. It always catches me a little off guard. They're just like, oh yeah, that's going on. And look, and it could be jealousy. It could be just wild speculation or gossip, being presented as fact but it's there. And even regardless, it takes a great deal of dedication and discipline to do what LeBron has done with his conditioning all these years, even if he's getting some sort of boost.
So you heard his comments. Did you hear what this man just said? Now, I know LeBron fans are going to be mad at me. Oh, here come the black Skip Bayless. They ain't got nothing else to say, bro. Oh, why you bringing it up? I'm just reporting the news. If you feel a type of way, go be mad at the dude that did it. I'm just reporting the news, baby. And I'm going to report the news. You know damn well all of these content creators and guys that know how to do the job better than us, they not going to touch it. All the dudes that call us trash and we're nobodies and we're wannabes. Oh, they're not legitimate. You shouldn't listen to them. They not going to touch it with their legitimate asses. They not going to touch it, so leave it to us. He said that he has wondered about how the hell is LeBron doing this? How is he actually doing this? But then he took it a step further. He said not only is he wondering about it, some coaches and players have already accepted the fact that that's what he's doing. Behind the scenes, they have already come to that conclusion. But I want to address the particular part, which is behind the scenes. Why is it behind the scenes? Well, if this became public knowledge, the whole thing will come tumbling down. It would be a ribbity rap. The damage would be irreparable. Irreparable if it ever came out that was the case. Now, here's the kicker in all of this. I believe LeBron fans in their mind know this. And the minute anybody brings it up, they push back vehemently. We've never came out and said that's what he's doing. Do you know why? Because I have absolutely zero proof. And I'm not trying to incur a lawsuit. I don't know he's doing it because I have no proof of it. So I'll never say that he is. However, I have reported on some people like who? Chael Sonnen, who has said he is doing this stuff. And I know the guy. Now, the part that kills me is this. LeBron will call out a bird that refuses to call him the GOAT. He would go after an orangutan that refuses to say he's the GOAT. But Chael Sonnen out here saying all of this, and you ain't said a mumbling word yet? All the stuff this Rich Paul be out there catching, you ain't caught that yet? Y'all ain't got the dude yet? I'm confused. Y'all ain't even, and by the way, those people out there that be saying, my man be taking blah, 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 I want to let y'all know. None of that. Y'all got energy for everything except that dude. Why? This is the fundamental question we need to address here, guys. So these dudes secretly believe this. They secretly believe it. And if you dare ask the question, yo, how is that dude at 40 years old playing like this? How is this possible? They're going to come for you. they are going to come for you. For even daring to say, but that's not normal. Get him. They're going to bum rush you. But to hear somebody like Ric Bucher, a person that works at FS1, at Fox Sports, to have the courage to talk about this on his podcast, that says something. And for him to say that some players and all already agree that that's what he... If that's what they agree, then I'm going to assume if Ric Bucher knows that, a lot of these other media guys know it. So then how do y'all still have the courage to come out here and twerk every single day? Y'all are a pitiful bunch, ain't y'all? Some of y'all know this or have heard murmurs about it, and y'all still out here twerking. A bunch of miserable vipers. And then they're going to tell us, the independent guys, man, y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. What school did you go to? What did you study? Can you read? Can he write? Who he know? What he know? Well, excuse me, I'm going to get the hell out the way then. You show me how to do it. Looks like you're not going to do it. You're just going to be up there twerking, protecting your bag until you're 95 years old. Because you got to protect the bag, right? You can never be safe. No matter how many millions you got in the bank, you can never be safe. You can never have a real take in your life. What a damn shame. These are my thoughts, and I'm out.